Yo, what's up guys, and welcome to a brand new video over on the channel. So in today's video, what we're going to do is talk a little bit about Team of the Season and investing with the Team of the Season voting. So in today's video, we're going to talk about a few things. One, investing in the cards that are going to get most consistent Team of the Season. Two, we are going to be talking about when do I think Team of the Season is going to be and what's the result of the market is going to be. And three, what we're going to be talking at the end of the video is how I'm going to start preparing to build packs as cheap as possible for literally discard as of today. So to start today's episode, what we're going to do is we are going to look at last year's most consistent Team of the Season. And what we're going to do is we're going to see how did the price of the player go going into being out of packs and how did they go actually when they were out of packs. So I've got to grab the gold card of Illich, Valverde, Tagliafico, Arola, Alaba and Wan-Bissaka. This is because they're basically all SBC fodder. And there is, well, very consistent trends. So let's go through the trends right here. So a few relevant dates for you guys. The 16th of April is when Team of the Season voting started. And the 23rd is when Team of the Season most consistent was out, aka them going out of packs. So, we start here with Valverde, 5.5k. Voting started and people started getting excited. He rose from the Friday to the Saturday to the Sunday, the Sunday to the Monday, and the Monday and the Tuesday. He then peaked on the Tuesday, proceeded to drop on the Wednesday, Thursday, then rose a little bit for the Friday with him going out of packs, then dropped once out of packs. Then just literally plateaued throughout the week. Might as well go through this trend right here with Illich as well. So again, voting starts here on the 16th. He rises from the Friday to the Saturday to the Sunday, but then proceeds to drop to the Friday. Has a one-day rise, but then literally crashes our packs. And then we might as well do this with Tagliafico. 16th, voting starts, rise from the Friday to the Saturday to the Sunday, then proceeds to drop going into the Friday. Thursday to Friday rises, and then crashes. So we might as well just have Illich up while we're here. So what is happening here? 101 pre-hype. Basically, everyone thinks, oh, Illich is going out of packs. Oh, Illich is SBC fodder. Oh, he's going to bang when he's out of packs. Well, in reality, no, that doesn't happen. More people think he's going to bang out of packs than he actually is demanded out of packs, which means that he literally drops once going out of packs. As you can see, he rises here in the pre-hype, and people wanting to invest in him because he's going to rise out of packs, last for about 3 days. Then people get bored of that idea. Then on Thursday, they go, actually, yeah, let me go and buy the player. And then on Friday, people go, oh, after 6 PM, oh, everyone's opening loads of packs and 84s have gone down to probably like 6k. Oh, alright, well, and no one's buying my Illich because my Illich is 10k when every other 84 was 6k. Boom. Just panic sold everything he rose. So, what does this mean we can do? So, basically, as I said, this basically happened with all of the bits of SBC fodder. I went through all of them. The one exception was Wan-Bissaka, who again, voting started on the 16th, rose between the 16th and 17th. The reason for it, I think there was actually probably just a little bit of weekly demand around him, because, you know, obviously he's not the worst, you know, at that FIFA, these cards were actually slightly demanded. Now, the reason I say this is because the Team of the Season most consistent cards, at least voting is starting to get leaked. We got ourselves Lacazette, we got ourselves Lloris, and we got ourselves Suarez. A lot of people are going to be going, oh, well, Suarez is going to be out of packs for a week. Oh, let's go and buy him as an investment. Now, what I will say about Suarez, actually, which I'm quite surprised by, is this card actually isn't inflated as it being leaked. I mean, we can do this over Lloris right now. The cards aren't actually inflated as of them being leaked. Again, Lloris was literally inflated due to being out of packs. And he's actually down here at 20k, which is quite interesting. I mean, that's almost the price he was before he was out of packs for FUT Team 1. And obviously he's been resupplied since yesterday. So these cards actually aren't up. Which is quite interesting, actually, because that actually allows there to be an investing opportunity. Because if these cards aren't inflated, and last year we saw they became inflated when voting was released. I mean, tomorrow we have Team Year voting and we have a potential chance of an Icon SBC. That is a perfect combination for someone like Suarez, someone like Lloris to have a nice bit of double demand. I mean, again, last year it proved that, you know, when the voting was out, especially on these players like Lloris, where we all know that people are going to be voting for Lloris, and therefore Lloris is going to be guaranteed a Team of the Season, that this card is going to rise because people are basically going to start pre-planning it for it going out of packs. So I actually don't think that's too bad of an investment there on Lloris, Suarez and Laka. Obviously, you wouldn't want to be buying these cards if they're inflated because what it demonstrated last year is when stuff started becoming horribly inflated, not only did people get bored buying these investments like 2-3 days in, but also they didn't rise out of packs due to overinvestment, unless there was a little bit of weakening demand. So, yeah, some of these elite cards in the likes of Lacazette, Lloris and Suarez actually aren't the worst cards to go and pick up right now, because last year we had proven hype, and again we also have some scheduled content this week where we expect these cards to be demanded. So there are some more most consistent players, and Gnabry wouldn't be bad out of packs, Laporte wouldn't be bad out of packs, Adeyemi completely irrelevant, don't buy that card. Fred doesn't rise out of packs, Zaha not bad out of packs, Parejo not bad out of packs, Carrasco not bad out of packs. So some decent investments there. Again, you've got to make sure that you're not buying inflated as of what day is it? As of Saturday night. If you are buying inflated, no more than a K. Some cards actually might be a little bit safer to go and invest in for when they go out of packs. Would actually be the guys good for generic SBCs. So someone like Arola, for example, French rare keeper, is the sort of player who'd be perfect for a generic SBC. Well, we can see voting right here was 1.7k, and we can actually see that there was just no drop whatsoever. You know, so he rose through voting. He then went out of packs, and he absolutely skyrocketed. Generic SBCs, maybe some of the cheaper SBCs, and again rising and rising and rising. We can do this exact same trend with Mukalele, and we can do the exact same thing with Mukalele. These guys did get most consistent team of the season, just so you guys are still following along. But you can see the 16th, he rose, but really when he went out of packs, he banged. And the reason these cards bang is because of the daily generic SBCs. You know, there's sort of challenges where they want 90 chem, 4 rares, maximum from each league 3. Well, French players are prime generic SBC fodder. Now, the players so far that are elite, like Carrasco and Laporte, these players aren't going to be useful. But if we see, like, rare Brazilians, or we see rare French players, or we see, I mean, Fred isn't really prime. Think about how many Brazilian CDMs we have. I mean, we've got Guilherme literally just as of recently. So that's probably one of the best investments to look for out of packs, is players who'll be really good for generic SBCs. Again, I will cover these probably tomorrow when the actual list is released, but these are just some things to look at maybe for rash investing as soon as we know who's in the team. Down to what do I expect in terms of what we're going to get next week or two of Team of the Season. Now, Team of the Season voting starts the day you're watching. Now, I'll be honest with you, I initially was thinking, Team of the Season this Friday. But actually, if we look at it last year, now last year, I'll be honest, there was just 1 week of voting, but there'd only be 5 days of voting. Now, if we go back to Team of the Year, we had 11 days of voting. Well, I mean, that seems to be kind of fitting what's going on here. And then what we had was, we had a week of pre-Team of the Year. You know, when they got the 3x85 attacker pack, the 3x85 defender pack, the 3x85 midfielder pack. And then we got a few league packs, and we got a few upgrade packs. Well, what I'd expect would be, so until next Friday, FUT Captains Team 2. And then we'll have a pre-Team of the Season promo. And this will be a promo giving you loads and loads and loads of upgrade packs ready for Team of the Season. I mean, what I can do right here is show you what we got last year. So last year, the last promo before Team of the Season was FUT Birthday. And then we had before Team of the Season, which is about this round right here. So a double 81 upgrade you could do then whenever. That needed a rare team, so just 11 rare golds, if you want to prep for that. We then had a 83 plus times 10 before Team of the Season. Just a banging pack. Now, I don't know if this pack's in the database. It might be because of icon swaps. But what this team needed, it literally needed an 84 rated team, I believe with low chemistry. So, yeah, not too bad. Obviously, going to be great. I'll cover this a little bit later, but buying fodder going into next week when no packs are being opened because we're 1 week before Team of the Season. No packs can be opened because it's no promo. But we have packs like that being dropped. It could be a great investment. And what else did we get going into pre-Team of the Season? So we've got stuff like the La Liga, which is, again, would give you a La Liga pack, Prem pack, so on and so on. Very basic sort of SBCs. And then we go into Team of the Season. But there we go. We also got ourselves an 84 rare player pick. So what I would expect is up until this Friday, just normal FUT captains. Then we got the next Friday to the following Friday, and we'll have again pre-Team of the Season. All these sort of nice upgrade packs. Fodder will be great to invest in. I'll cover that to, again, a later date, but it's just so you guys can know what to expect in the next 2 weeks. I'd say there's like a 5% chance Team of the Season is this up-and-coming Friday, but I'd be very surprised if they have a turnaround in 5 days. Bear in mind, you know, they wouldn't really be given much room for pre-Team of the Season hype. And to end off the video, I've got hopefully something that's a bit interesting for you guys, because it's an interesting take on, I guess, trading, especially if you guys like building upgrade packs. And that is, if you guys are going to go and invest in a player, and let's say they're 10k, and let's say they go to 20k, that is no different to you buying gold non-rares at 400 coins to prepare to do upgrade SBCs, that would take those gold cards from 400 coins to 800 coins if you wanted to do those SBCs. What I mean by this, right, is that if you want to do upgrade SBCs, it generally may be better for you just to mass buy gold non-rares at 400 coins, so then you can do these SBCs with players that you paid for 400 coins, rather than to invest, then sell the investment, but because you've sold the investment and we're later in the week, these golds are 800 coins. Now, obviously, you know, there's a few variables to this. So a few benefits and negatives of investing in the non-rares, and I guess applying this logic. Benefit is, if you're going to build upgrade packs, you're going to buy 500 gold non-rares one way or the other. It is a lot easier to buy 500 gold non-rares at market value if they're discard than when they're 800 coins. Because we all know, when cards are 800 coins, you want to buy something that goes, oh, that one's expired. You go, alright, cool, I'll go buy the next one, and that one's expired. And it's an absolute pain in the backside. Whereas right now, obviously we're going to mug me off right now, you can literally go and buy these players, and, you know, you can buy them very, very fast. None are going to get denied, no one's going to be out buying you, and that's just because they're all sitting on the market at 400 coins. So it's, you know, a lot faster to go and buy these players. On top of that, if these players were to double and your investments were to double, well then all that time you spend buying the investments you've kind of wasted, because again, you're going to buy these to do the upgrade. This is obviously, we're going off the presumption that you're going to trade and then use those coins to build upgrade SBCs. Yeah, all that time you spent trading is wasted, because you're going to go and buy these players anyway, so you're just, I guess, wasting time, obviously, trading, which is kind of controversial, me saying, as a trader. Obviously, the negatives and the downside to this is if the upgrades need rares. If you go and buy yourself loads and loads of non-rares at 400 and they go, haha, actually, we'd like 11 rares, your gold non-rares are not going to go up. They're going to be an absolute annoyance to go and sell on. Now, what the nice thing is, if they go and want, let's say, 3 rares, 7 non-rares, it's not hard to go and buy a bunch of rares. Because if you're unassigned on non-rares, what you can do is, when building the SBCs, let's just head over to an SBC right now, you can actually go and buy from the transfer market. Which basically means that you can just drop a player in, and that you don't have to worry about the unassigned. So let's say, for example, let's go lead by example. Let's go and use the lead by example. So let's say I wanted to go and buy a gold rare. What I could do right here is just go gold rare, 700 coins, and I could go and buy a player like this, and what will happen is they'll get thrown in. So I could go and fill up the rest with 700 coins, and then go and buy that right there, which is decent. Another benefit to mass stacking up on them right now is you'll actually be able to get a higher variety of cards for cheap. So when cards become more expensive, sometimes you can only get your CSL, I don't know, your Austrian Bundesliga. Whereas if you're trying right now, in theory, maybe not with the Prem, but you'll be able to go and buy Liga and players at a relative ease. You're going to be able to buy Serie A. Now again, I'll be honest with you, they are a little bit quiet at the moment. But basically, you'll be able to buy a high variety of players. And a high variety of players means that you have to head to your unassigned less often to restock your club. So maybe you'll be able to go and buy 200, different players, whereas, when cards are up, maybe only 50 different players are going to be the cheapest on the market. So that's another benefit, is you'll have to go to your unassigned less, because you'll be able to club stock with more players, and therefore save more time in actually building the packs. So that's what I plan on doing on my second Xbox account, and just some of my little PlayStation accounts sitting around doing nothing, because if they're sitting around doing nothing, I might as well put them all into Golden on Rares and just start prepping for Team of the Season. But that is going to wrap up today's video. Hopefully I answered a few of your questions in terms of investing, I guess a few things that I'm doing to prep for Team of the Season, and just a few trends to save you guys a little bit of time and research. But thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow where I'll cover the most consistent voting players and who I think will be the best investments to buy out of packs.